When the sun rises, doors open. Which path are you taking? Religious Catalog is here to assist you. Welcome to Religious Catalog with Michelle, where we get to talk about religion in depth. Tumelo ya gago o le motho e wela ha kae? Re le bantsi re lathegile. E ke nako ya go ikitse le go ithuta gore re nne le kitso ya go tlhaloganya ka tumelo. Now and then we fail to fully understand religions. This platform will give you an opportunity to learn about many of them. Gangwe le gape re na le go nna le dipotso le dikakanyo ka ditumelo tse dingwe. Jaanong iphe sebaka o tseye botsipa le kitso ka tumelo. Welcome. Today, umbeko ke potle Francis Town ka kwa. Today to enda ku bukalanga. Today re to rutega tsatsi eno ibile ke batho le bolela re yana re palame ra mahatsing. Re palamela ka ko mahatsing banana ka ko ke kopa re tsatsi eno le rutege le tele tlhaloganya gore ha re bua ka ditumelo, re bua ka di spirit, re bua ka di thuso and everything. Tsatsi eno ke batho re le pay attention. Banana. Welcome to Religious Catalog. Like I said, gompeku ke itumetse go heta selekanyo. Ke ntse ke hella. Ya no gompeku re to tsenella tota ka tumelo. Ke na le moentse tseno. Me ke tabatwa re nena o tabenga I introduce your host Masego Michelle Gaufano. Marona
Emma
ke kopa o lelle ba bogedi kwa lapeng ka gore mme ke mang go tswa kae?
ke video antending kutelang ke tswa ko Isaka shoko mme ke goletse ko Mathangwane. My service name ke Servant Naledi Ashia. Ntendi go toa molebogi ka Setswana, the one who thanks. Mme kana there are two sides. Gona le lesedi, gona le lehi. Ka lehi bakare ke the sacrificial lamb sethabelo. Se siwang ko medimo. So I have those two sides to myself.
So if I may ask, lina le lengwe le la bobedi ke lina le tswang kae? A le tswa go botsading kana?
Ga ke setse ke bolelelwa ke moa gore ke tshwanetse gore ke simolole thomo ne ka bolelelwa gore leina la gago ke Ashia o bereka jana tsa tshaka ya gago ya go ala ha batho ke
o bolelwa ke ma
ne ke bolelwa ke moegelo na tsile na mpolelela gore ke ene mang me ga nke ke ka mua ka leina for spiritual reasons.
Okay, just take us through your spiritual journey. When did you realize that ona le pitso?
To realize or to come to terms with Pito was realizing that I'm different. To sebetsa actively, I've been working for 5 years.
Okay, I want to know what age-wise, there is something that is different from other kids. Through that.
Ke tholetse mo lapeng la segosi, so segosi le spirituality ke pitsa engwe hela. Kgang ke gore gate ga ke solona ke tsholwane go nna le metsametsano kubetsano mo lapeng ga ke go disente ka Setswana. Mme ha go nna jalo ne go ra gore ba se buang ke gore ha ngwana a tsholwa up to the age of 5 phogwana isi eme go tsama ngwana ona le gore o ka ikgethela gore a wa nna kana wa tsamaya. Jaanong in case ya gore go tne le dikubetsano moegelo o kgona go nna le bakanyana ka tile ngwana kana yone the subconscious mind be sa tswale completely. So because ne gona le dikgogagano tse neng di ntse jalo with my case ne a ska tswala completely gore ga ise go ke gole ke le ngwana o normal ne ke kgona go bona dilo tse di diragalang beyond the physical realm.
And then when you realize gore go ntsalo o no bolela ma
ga ke a bolelela ope as per se se neng ke kgona go sa harologanya ke gore mo lapeng ne ke sa tseo ya ka bana ba bangwe ne re ke thubile kopi ke thubile jarata kana ke thubile yone pitsa segosi the anger that would come through le gore motsadi wa me le my siblings once in a while they would gang gore ba tsogologela hela mme o sa itse gore tsogologelo e ke e rileng so ha o ka reetsa lentswe la me thata o kgona go lemoga gore it's a crying voice ke le dile thata mo botshelo mo go leng gale so if you can recognize a crying voice ta lemoga gore nya mme ha go nnile le pain but spirituality sone sare we are made through pain hela ya ka coal and other minerals are made under pressure our pressure is pain. Only when you have had a lot of pain can you break through and become spiritual, access other realm.
How about at school? Were you treated differently as well?
Go sekolong ne go se pharologanyo nna hela ke nane ka tsana go to realize my difference because some of the things that I would see in spirit I wouldn't know gore bana ba bangwe ga bana access ya go bona dilo so hale ne ke khona go mo ikitong le molomo but then you realize gore other kids are not aware of this then you start holding back that side but I was never much abused which is not normal at school inele dinto hela tsa bana ba school so I think maybe I concealed it very well at school considering the circumstances
so kana go di signs no di bona ke tsone tsa go kgontshiwa yalo no go sna bo go bona dilo robetse or something
ne ke itse dilo tse dintsi tse neng di diragala around me but ne ke na le temogo ya gore ga ke di bui gongwe le gongwe ne setse go rogile ka ena gore ga ka pela temogo ya teng ka gore how people received it's the first instances so ne ke khona go lemoga gore tse ga setse ke di bolelelang batho
ke tse ke di
khipelang but also another thing ka mokgo ke segregate wa ka teng mo family
no go le thata gore you can talk to anyone
it was difficult for me to talk to anyone because the family was very resentful ebe ke itsalanya thata le metsi
wow
ha ke itsalanya thata le metsi ne re ga ba ntsogologetswe that toxic energy ne ke utwa gore ke batla botsididi ha go le calm those emotions so ke tla ke ya go na le metsi a itshekileng kana any natural water source e ka nna khophu e gorge or lecha or anything like that ke a go nna ho ebe ke llela teng so ne ke setse ke itse gore ke swantse go nna ke etela metsi ga ke utwa ke imela
so in a way ke ra go nana how do you describe yourself gore ona le spirit sa metsi
ke feel gore I can describe it like I have favor with the spirit of the water.
Okay.
I can communicate, it can communicate with me and I can communicate back with water and I can a water bender. I can bend water and send energy through water. So any energy that I need to send out, the vessel would be water because that is where my strength and my ability lies.
Okay, so you talked about 6 years how no realize there is something but are tsamaye ka kholo ya gago gore ya no ntse o palamela go secondary yana ne go iragala
ha ntse ke gola ne ka lemoga gore batho ba le hihine ba nterisa ke le ngwana ne ke le thulusi ya bona so ene re ha go diragala sengwe kana mosadi mogolo mongwe a tshwantse ra tsamaye mo bekeng a gona le ha dipalo tsa teng di ba thibang teng
batho ba le hihi you mean baloi
emma ne ba gona go nketela ba mpotsa gore ha re ka dira jang so ne go ga go ithela le gore ha ngwe ke nna o ke salang on the ground ke lebeletse madu a di tiragala
o le katane la bona
ne ke le katane
so this is interesting. So mobathumba ba lihiba was it part of the family kana batho la ba tswa kwa la ba tswa nko
I wouldn't point names but obviously they were family. More thing. Yes, and they are some of the family.
And the
also,
outsiders.
Yes, and also realize that in order for the light to be born, the light is a child of darkness. There should be dark forces that are pressurizing you for you to come out. It's a burst out. It's a combustion. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Of emotions and spirit and the chains.
Okay.
So it's like when you are the one that is supposed to break generational curses, it's a journey that you have to walk. And that hate is not going to end now that I'm an adult. I'm still not in good terms with my family. It's worse now that I have accepted to serve. So they don't even want to see.
Because now you can see through them. Yeah, no, right.
Worse off, I can change the plans of the dark.
Oh, most of that expert there, no,
not really.
You've been there at an early age.
Not really an expert. When I was at junior school now, there was another voice that would come to me and say, since the voice would say, so I would go, so I get taulula. The results don't come as they expected. And they wonder, who is doing this? So when I was a teenager, now I was working as a double agent for both the light and the dark.
But were they aware about the dark, or you are also working for the light?
No. The crack came in 2012, when we had to really separate, when we had to really see each other for who we are. Now we had to face, yes, all this time they were, I would think I was just a normal child who went to school, who wanted to study, who get my degree and everything, you get it. But I could feel the cycles of certain chains that I needed to break. So when I got to university, I was admitted to the university to study Bachelor of Accounting. I really never studied that course. To tell you the truth, I guess kids in school. What I would do, I would spend time in the library, but I was studying history and spirituality. I would not even know
why
course outline, whether the lecturer is female or male. You can ask the people I studied with, or only come to say, hey, my friend, can we go read together the last night before the exams? That is what I used to do. But I managed to pass with a marginal figure. So when I was studying history, I had to study the lineage of my people in order to go back into history and see where we lost it. So since I was a direct descendant of Nshakashoko, it was easy to find them in the history books. So I would know to say, okay, Nshakashoko, before they crossed from Zimbabwe, the chief there was a Zimbabwe. Going back to Munumutapa, luckily I was following a primary route. So it was easier to go back. And before 2012, from university, I decided to say I need to go and work at prisons. It's a decision I made within myself, because as I was reading about the lives of revolutionaries, people who made it, who cracked it, who managed to break free of their chain, there was one school without accolades that they all went to, which was a prison. You're more likely to find a star in a prison than a university, you know that.
Really?
Yes. You're more likely to find a star in a prison than in a university.
Why?
It's the nature of it. Okay, when a doctor wants to take a sample of what could be wrong in your whole body, he's going to take the feces, right? Realize prison is the anus of the society. So whichever factors that are extreme, you might find them there. So that is why you see many revolutionaries, many leaders that made a mark, like Mugabe and Mandela. There's something they learned there. So I wanted to go there in a way that is not when I'm a criminal. So I'd rather have to go there working so that I learn, so I can also break free of my matrix.
Oh, okay. So were you like having chance to talk to these guys, like prisoners? Like, what was your job title?
I went there and I trained as an officer cadet, and after training I had to work at headquarters for some time as an accountant, and then I went to work at Malape prison. I believe what I needed to learn from a prison, I learned it there. Emma.
Okay, so re buile ka go simolla ko le go bonyeng ke batla gore yana re boele gape ko ka ha journey ya go amarago nyana ke batla go tlhaloganya gore for you who decide go practice did you go for bogo thwasa or did you go to church? Did you take us through that?
Through it all, I believed this was like a gear, because I was living a normal life. It was like a gear that sometimes I go to and come back to my normal life or my professional life until 2012. 2012, I needed to get married. So I had met a nice guy. He wanted to marry me. Emma. So we prepared, and I had the money myself then, a lot of it, because I had already taken a loan. I wanted to start a business on the side because I didn't want to work long. So when we agreed, we were agreeing for till death do us part.
Yes.
So I did not account for the speed humps. So it was everything has to be prepared for. We buy everything like everybody. But now when the people went home, that is when spirituality blocked.
Yeah.
When now spirituality blocked, that was that time I attempted suicide. And
you did?
Yes, I did. When the people went, and I'm telling you, I just wanted a normal life, like a paper cut life where I go to school, I finish, I work, I So now, here I am. It was at a crossroads. My mother refused
for you to get married.
And everything was prepared. We had prepared about everything. So when my auntie was one of the people that went to finish everything. And they confronted my mother to say, why wouldn't you want her to get married? And her answer was, in her words, I don't have a cow.
I don't have a cow.
I cannot home.
Meaning
and then they asked her to say, what do you mean you don't have a cow? Then she said, if anything, you can kill me. You cannot marry her away. Then I'm back there now. So that is how it ended. It was confronted like that.
Just like that. Then you guys gave up.
Then he was young. He had to give up because she would call him and threaten him to say, how can you say you are marrying my daughter, yet me, the mother, I don't understand. And that was the crossroads of everything. And I woke up, remember, at a hospital. It wasn't about the disappointment of the failing of the marriage. It was about the revelation of who my mother was. And she didn't want to explain further.
Which was more frustrating.
It was more frustrating than anything. And now everything else made sense prior to that. So when it made sense, I couldn't help it but to break. So when I came out of the hospital, my brother had already reported at work that I attempted suicide. So how was I going to face those people at work? But somewhere along the way, that voice that keeps saying, do this, had already given me 2 formulas. And I had just kept them there because they didn't matter. Why would I use them? You get it? So now that I have to face those people in the world and the failure, and I don't even have a reason as to why all this failed, I went to the formulas. So I started detox water. I started detoxing. I started oil of grace.
That time it was which age?
2012. I was about 30. 29. So there I was. I have to reset everything. And I don't have to listen to the noise of the world. I'm a nobody.
Let me just... This voice, was it the dark voice or the light voice?
It's my guardian angel. That is my great-grandmother. By then I had identified this voice because I trust it with my life. these 4 years.
So looking at the guide that she was giving out, nearly it's clean.
She was always she always stood for the light. Even in life, when you hear how she lived her life, even everything taking me out of serving the dark and dicing the dark, I've never trusted anyone more than I trust her.
But
I never saw her in my life.
You only know her voice.
It's amazingly, they're saying we are people that remember. So when I started working, she's the one that told me to wear this.
She's the one who said you should wear that.
She just, we were coming
I was
from,
still coming to ask about.
we were coming from work, and then I just put everything and I felt like sleeping. I just laid down even with my shoes on. It was very fast. And then when I laid down with my shoes, she said, "You are wasting my time. Let's go." I couldn't see her face. I heard the voice. We went. It was very far where we went. So when we got there, she said, "You haven't been taking good care of your hair." Then I said, "Yes, I haven't." Then she said, "Pick your hair and wear your beads like this. Get cowries, wear this number, wear them like this, so that when I need to tell you something, it's easy for me to communicate with you." Then I said, "Thumbs up." Then I came back from there. Then immediately I woke up from there. Then I told my partner, "It's time for me to do this." My partner never says no to things of the spirit, so that is how
he understood everything.
So that is how he understood. But by then, the angel had already come to give me the soul of healing. You know, with detox water, when I started it, I thought it was a weight loss program, like it was for weight loss. So I sold it as a water that helps you lose weight. I was having a lot of customers. So these customers, as they came through, I started a WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay.
I put them in a WhatsApp group.
Before we even go there,
Okay,
let's talk about how se do ta go transform ya no bo simolla go thusa o ira tsone di detox tse
2012 was the track.
no ke ra gore ke batla go itse tsela te gore no thwasa no ya kerekeng. Like, how did you really come to a point where you decided gore ya no ke a thusa batho?
After 2012, it was no longer this gear that I always referred to say there's this gear that I have to go there sometime, or sometime when I realize that the dark is doing what, I have to go dice it and come back to my body. So after waking up from hospital, these formulas, they were no longer theoretical. I had to now use them for myself, because I had to face the world. So 2012 was the breaking point of everything, and the realization of how deep this darkness at home was, and see my mother not just as a mother but as a warrior of the dark. That has made me.
So she didn't know about your calling.
I think my mother, let's get back to my name. My name, it means the one who thanks, or a sacrificial lamb. According to her, when she named me, she knew I'm a sacrificial lamb. But she didn't know the meaning in the light that I can choose that and betray their spirituality. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So I had to be with their spirituality, where I'm not supposed to get married. When she says she doesn't have a cow, what she actually means is a cow represents Mahadi. So meaning she took Mahadi from someplace for me. I'm already married. So so I cannot marry for those reasons.
Yeah. So this is a very tough.
It's a journey.
It's a tough journey, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So bo go se ke ditso sa di dirang.
No.
Mari ha o se tsoa go simolana gore ta ke nna ba tsano ke simollo go thusa batho go mo ke guardian ha go ke ne rileng tsamo.
By 2012, I was like, I'm saying, I had two formulas that I had to help myself, because in this journey you receive a lot of bullets. As you can see me sitting here, I'm a medical miracle. not of only one problem, about 4 problems that I shouldn't be living right now. But through these formulas that I had to be given to say, you get wounded in this battle. Even after this, I know it's going to be, the wind is going to blow like the days of the Pentecost.
Oh, yeah.
You get it. So you find you need ointments to help yourself take out the bullets. You get it. So that is how the healer was born through this journey.
Okay.
So then Detox Water Accurate came through 2012. So I used it for some time. I managed to go through that time when people would look at me with the stigma of saying she attempted suicide after the marriage failed. You get it. But by then, that is when we separated fully with my family.
So let me get this straight.
We are 5.
So who and hello different from others?
Yes.
But are they aware about your calling?
They have heard, but they hate it.
So they are part of...
They have conformed to their mother's spirituality. They forget. If you can ask them about 2012, something that happened publicly with elders there at home, and breaking in, they've all forgotten.
Aye.
The only people that remember are the elders from Shekashugu that came to disperse it. They will protect it with everything. It benefits them in a way. So me rebelling, it doesn't benefit that spirit.
So in a way, we're not going to la ruhi here.
Yes.
So I keep how go thusa ga gago wa rapela kana o dirisa bo batho ba ba na le go apara bo dikutwana yana.
I don't need to wear anything. I communicate with the spirit. So if I need anything from the spirit, I will make a communication, can assign it to the spirit. Because when we pray with our mouth, like a normal prayer, internet, all these frequencies. So can assign, I can mix black pepper and lemon and something to illustrate any kind of communication. Not that black pepper and lemon mixed together, they have those properties. But the angel will know to say, she is requesting for this. Do you get it? And then that is granted if it is according to the laws of the light. Because there are universal laws that govern the world. Not Christian laws or Muslim laws, universal laws. You realize in a chieftaincy home, it's a home of order. And that order, it's born within the DNA of the people. Have you met somebody that comes from royalty and they have lost it? They will tell you about the order, how you are supposed to do things and everything. But they may not do it like that, but the order is embedded in them. So that order is the order that governs whether we're doing something that is for the light or not. But if you have already a song to serve the light, you work for the light. So anything you do that which is for the light. If a client comes requesting something of the dark, whether I'm broke and my it won't work because it is against the laws of the light. So I don't do anything that is of the dark. And also looking at the wars that I have to fight, I always have to have my armor with me. So I guess I'm not really, because I'm walking on a narrow path.
Okay, if communication ya go rona lone, like I mean, I think even now you still do.
Yes, I do.
So ke batla go tlhaloganya gona le gore go twe o itela gona le metsinyana go gotana le mongwa. Don't you think or maybe that communication ya go le metsi go mo bua le bone bemba metsi ba nnang?
In spirituality there is a hierarchy in order to get to the divine, to God. Like the then the ancestral realm. The ancestral realm, there are demons, there are spirits, there are ghosts there, and all this others. There is the angelic realm, the archangels. It goes like that. So haribu yakastwana mo kona le badimo baba toka hetseng ebe gonna le medimo, the gods of the land. So they are territorial. We tell go gala go re teng gona le modimo when o governor maybe from Matangwane up to certain place.
Modimo kana sedimo.
Ele modimo.
Modimo.
S of the gods, the small g, the deities.
Modimo kana midimo.
Your name Midimo, we are putting it in one. Not the big god.
Oh, okay.
Ile midimo. So if o rana this territory, it's something that has more power over beyond you. Okay, spirituality is crafted like the military. You may want to see the president. As a civilian, you can do like that guy who goes stadium but do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So spirituality is like that. God is still there, like the president is still there, but there's a hierarchy, a chain of command of all these realms. There's a gatekeeper in every realm. So all these gatekeepers, you need to find a way to get to the big G. And this, they have their powers. You get what I'm trying to say? So the ancestral realm is also takes care of a lot of things in that realm. So that is the reason why within the ancestral realm, my great grandmother. But that doesn't mean it ends there. The next realm, there are angels there. So the angel that came to give me the sword, it wasn't my guardian angel because her powers, they don't get to that level. It's the power that is given to angels. So the angel is the one that comes and say, the message was, it is time to heed your call. Then I said, what call? Then I said, your call, take your sword of healing. Then I looked at them, they were about 10. It was the third amongst 10. It has 2 hearts and a star. I picked it, and she said to me, if you don't heed your call, you don't have long to live. Then I was scared.
Like they come as a dream.
They come as a dream sometimes. So by then I didn't know what to do. But I was already selling detox water as a weight loss program. And I had started a group of people losing weight. So I came into town to distribute water.
So Jenny ya gago he ke ne o etahela mo go yena ha a thoka ope to guide you. Dongi motho na go guide was your great grandmother.
My great grandmother was guiding me, but I believe if it was in it would be my mother. Because had she not pressured me this much and tested me this much, I wouldn't have known this path.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have become. She's like my instructor. You know, at training, when you're training, very, very tough. But at the end of the day, after it all, you still bow because that's your instructor. So she has made me to go on to this journey.
So in a way,
yes, because the 2 opposing forces, they work together. They need balance.
Oh yeah.
In a way, she was put there in order to make me. So I hate and love her at the same time. Because the pain that I have endured in this journey, I hate her for it. But the gift itself, I still bow to her for it. Because I wouldn't have known this path at all.
So
the journey of finding yourself is not going to be picked from one religion or one faith. It's a research. So you cannot read the Bible and learn the teachings of Jesus only and be content and finished. It's like when you are researching and you pick one book and say, I found myself. So you have to read through all different faiths and read through different scrolls and read through different laws in order to find yourself fully. So I had to go through reading a lot of spiritual books and religious books in order to pick where I belong. And when I realized there are 2 sides, the dark and the light, of which I have always like put first the spirit of truth. The spirit of truth supersedes other spirits. So when you stand with the spirit of truth, there is a law, the law of divine exchange or sacred exchange. If you stand up for truth, you are bound to live longer. If you garden a lot, if you have a lot of plants around you, you are bound to live longer also. You get it. So it's an exchange program. So if you learn how to save beyond one religion or one book, when the examination comes, you are more likely to pass beyond those that are inclined to one thing, because some religions are more theoretical. But when you read cultures, you realize to say, if you serve the spirit of nature, the spirit of nature will serve you back. If you serve the spirit of water, the spirit of water will serve you back. If you stand up for truth. So anytime danger comes, these spirits are not going to let you go. Let me give you an example. If you grow a beautiful garden, butterflies, they come, bees, they come. But if you grow a lot of darkness, or if you want to grow a lot of dirt, cockroaches will come, flies will come. So you will decide which energy you want to harness, and whether you stand with the dark or you stand with the light. But you have to show it with your deeds, because deeds, they speak louder than words. So I couldn't confine myself to preaching. I had to do. So when now, if my spirit is if I'm supposed to be beheaded, maybe the governors of the land wants to behead me, or you are meant to go to a prison. You're not going to go into a prison before there is a board meeting of your guardian spirits. They have to sign to say yes, you can go. But your debits, what you have put in, your spiritual debits, have to outweigh your spiritual credits.
Okay. Now you are practicing.
Yes.
Yes. So watatoba ka Bible kana udirisa one means like you mentioned.
The spirit, I'm a vessel of the spirit. So if I need to consult you, I'll just start having a small talk with you. Then the spirit takes over.
So you don't pray?
I do pray.
I want to understand, do you believe in God?
Yes, I do believe in God.
Do you believe in ancestors?
Yes, ancestors do exist.
Okay. So, I'm a
spiritual healer.
You are a spiritual healer?
Yes.
Are you a qualified spiritual healer?
Yes, I'm qualified and I'm registered.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. So, most of the viewers say ba itse gore weng a mo sebeletsi a nga ka Setswana ke ra re sa itse ka Selungu ka o nga ka Setswana kana o mo sebeletsi
ke mo sebeletsi ke dirisa metsi to transfer your energy ya healing.
You're so different, I must say, because I've never like
ka Setswana ba ba re ke sedimo sa metsi.
E
batho ba re ke sedimo sa metsi.
So e kwata o tlhaloganya ya ka mo dintso di dirantse gona la o tsenya sedimo teng, like gona le dio tsa sedimo ke bua ka dio se go teng, gona le bo go phatla, gona le bo magobe ana ke dio tso di dirang.
Magobe I do magobe. I do magobe at full moon. At full moon, it's like na go ya bo di PAC ana go tirong mo itse gore go tamarena o motona kana go ta boss etona. So we need to stand out and make a communication. Akere wa itse gore gona le that parable in the Bible ya makgare ba ithetsweng a sena lo kwa la ithetsweng la lo kwa. So kana go ya full moon o tshwana go ithela ona lo kwa. So you need to stand up on sa sign ya gore you understand how the order goes. You understand that there is a divine presence. So on sa sign because thapelo ya go rapela hela ga I kgakala with all the things taken and give you a so how le morongwa o le mokgetho gona le ka mokgwa le go romema moa ka te moa the spirit as I'm saying a spiritual healer moa ga o memiwe hela anyway, and you don't just shout at God to say hey modimo ne ke bata sala so that kind of prayer doesn't reach far. Moa o tshwana le mosadi ha monna ba ta mosadi o ta ya go reka KFC o ta go ntsha moa le one wa tla ke diwe. That is the reason why gore moa goroge moa o itshebo goroge. That is why I do the garden. Do you get it? It's an invite because there is a way that it has to be why I can even the playing of the drums. Lo ena hela your spirit should be calm enough to receive those. So those such practices like meditation, di bo talk about we tell gore how bala the texts tse dingwe tsa religion ga di emphasize more meditation, ga di emphasize the drums, but these are practical things that will lead you to certain heights. So that is why I had to encompass a lot. and match and pick what works for me. In every culture or every religion, there is the dark and there is the light. Right now, when you look at the world, most people, they wear the coat of a pastor or a prophet, but most of these things are traps to lure people that are seeking themselves. So like that's the first well of seekers where they get finished in. I care if o batla go tshwara dinonyane go ra gore wa go seta trepe ha metsing. So if those that know to say we need people who are trying to seek God, they know they will first instinct is to go to a church. Again, so they go there as pastors, as prophets to go and capture the spirit. So you cannot afford to live as a sheep when you are meant to live as a warrior.
Hey, with that, they're so different. But me, ke batla go tlhaloganya gore ha ke ta go wena ke ta ke kana ke a lwala. So ke ta be ke ta ke consulta pele kana ke a go bolella gore nya mathata me ke 1 2 3.
It depends. Some people, they just buy the water and the journey begins, and I put them in a group where others are. I have groups for women.
So le ka go se bua go gore go na di products that you make.
Yes, they're different waters mostly.
But they are water based.
Yes.
Then ha gona bo melemo like body herbs and stuff. You mix.
Yes, sometimes I have to mix herbs because you find that some of the problems that you are having is because of a deficiency in something in your body or a certain mineral or certain vitamins. Like when you're looking at, like I'll give you an example of fibroids. It's a deficiency of vitamin B17, if I'm not mistaken, which is found mostly in kernel seeds. So over time, we eroded our diet.
Okay.
So we're not longer eating those seeds for the peach family. So now we need to what? To compensate for that. So you need those plants and those kernel seeds.
So no ha ke la ha yana go ngweta ke re ke na le pitso ankata go wena ke re kana nna ha ke tlhaloganya go iragalang ka nna kana it's something that you can pick from me.
Your problems can tell me.
Or this is
if your problems are perennial and a lot, and there is a normalcy of problems and there is an abnormalcy of problems. If it's an abnormalcy of problems, you might be called to do something. Yes.
Okay, so me ke ra re go mo eno gore o thusa batho ka gone kana wa bora motho can you guide, let me just say go thwasisa o go guide.
And it depends on which path you want to lead. But I can guide you or coach you on what to do. I'll basically tell you a few things. Start saving somewhere. Which church do I need to go and preach? I didn't say preach, I said practically save. Preaching, it will give you 2%. Visit a prison, give love to prisoners. Go and see that the poor are fed. Go and see that the orphans are okay. Go to such points because those ones are high yielding spiritually. That is when you are starting to do those things, you are trying to do something. Then listen to the communication that comes. Communication can come through visions, dreams, nature. You get it. Then if now but because of the toxins around us, a good connection. So when you detox, you become cleaner. And now even when you detoxing is like it's a better version of fasting because you take out everything.
So hona nala ntse o simolla o decide gore batla go dira yone tiro society go amogela yang?
It depends. There are different classes of people. But we see things not as they are, but as we are. So if you look at me and say, that's bad, it's because you're bad. If you look at me and you say, I'm learning something from her, it means probably you will learn something. It's like with your healing. People that come mostly with blind faith, like they're just falling without asking a lot of questions, they're the most high yielding from the study I've realized. Because it's more faith-based.
Marona, nako ke yone re sile mme hela e se gore there is a lot that we can talk about. I guess maybe tar mo tsamao re tega re chotle. So go go direlang teng wa charge.
Yes, I do charge.
Okay, so yaanong ke batla gore o bolelle batswana ko gae kwa gore o bonwa kae tota. We still need to talk. I can tell there's a lot in what we can learn from you, and you can go read to celebrate or bachokotas. Yeah, no, Oka bolela batswana ko gae gore o bonwa kae.
Ke bo Gaborone mo block 5. I'm mostly for those people that are seeking themselves and they want to break generational curses and they feel they're suppressed and they are seeking the ways of the light. So you should also be ready gore o ka tlogela dibe tsa gago and follow how God is guiding you. We are guided beings. Mostly we just have to remember. So the most important thing ke go detox on saneswe lo wena go declutter your spiritual life. And then after you declutter your spiritual life, the journey begins from there.
Maitsho re lebogile thata.
Le nna ke a leboga.
Shoo, hey. Tsatsi eno ne phagetse ba ga itsho ke tsa gore le utule tumelo re buile ka ne re bua ka teng le rutegile even though ne re ile London. Anyway, as for today, re hella gone ha, please like and share our page, The Religious Catalog. Goodbye.